team. The power of a team. There is nobody that can do anything great alone. We need the help of another man. I want you to know you cannot do it alone. And that reminds me of a man that I met during my university days. I graduated from the university, Federal University of Technology, Minna, to be precise, about 6 years ago, 2015. But while all of my mates, while we were graduating, there is something that was etched on our brain, on our memory, which is you cannot do it alone. And why? Because there is a particular man that all the way from 100 level to 500 level, he was consistent. He would be moving from one lecture hall to the other, selling his calculator, selling flash drive, selling all kind of materials that are needed by students. And what he will be saying is, you cannot do it alone. No. You cannot do it alone. No. You cannot do it alone. No. And that was what he was saying all through year 1, year 2, year 3, year 40, year 5. When we graduated from the university, you cannot do it alone. So I'm here today to tell you too that you cannot do it alone. A boss, a CEO, a pastor, you cannot do it alone. There is nobody that can do anything great alone. You need the help of another man. You cannot do it alone. You need a team. Nobody is a whole team. That team is not whole. That team is not ideal if it comprises only you. You need another man. You need another person. You know, one of the ways we make life work is you supporting others and others supporting you. And that's how life works. That's how life is designed to work. We need another man. A tree cannot make a forest. A tree cannot make a forest. Also, a man cannot make an ideal team. You need another man. And why is it that you need another man? One, you cannot do it alone. You can't do it alone. You need the help of another man. Two, you don't know it all. You don't know everything. You don't know everything. I'm telling you, there is a limit to what you know. There are things that you know that others don't know, and there are so many things that others know that you don't even have a hold of it. So that's why you need the help of another man. You need to learn to build an ideal team. You can't do it alone. Why? Because you don't have all the time. You don't have all the time to do everything. You don't have all the time. I'm telling you, the time is limited. You know, the time is so limited that you cannot do even what you can do. You don't have the time to do it all. Talk less of what others should do for you. Now you're now trying to do everything that others are supposed to do within the limited time that you have. It's not done. It's not supposed to be. So you cannot do it alone. So you can't do it alone. Why? Because you cannot do it alone. Two, you don't know everything. Three, you don't have all the time. Four, you cannot do everything. But nowadays, we see people, we see pastors, we see CEOs, we see bosses that want to do things alone. So why is it that most of them want to do things alone? Number one, their ego. Their ego. They don't just want to admit that they cannot do everything. They don't want to admit that they don't have the time for everything. They don't want to admit that they don't know everything. So most of them, they always want to admit that they can do it. You know, they want to paint a picture in people's eye, in people's mind, that they are El Shaddai. You are not El Shaddai. Only God is El Shaddai. It's only God that can do everything, that knows everything, and can do it all alone. You know, God is all sufficient. He doesn't need the help, the support of another man, but not you. You need God and you need other man. Another reason that makes people want to do things alone is this: they are insecurity. Some will say, oh, if I bring people into my team, won't they betray me? Won't I be sidetracked along the way? Won't they push me aside? See, it's not done. They can't push you aside. Your relevance still remains the same. Why? Because there is something that only you can do and do better. There is something that is peculiar to you and you alone. It is irreplaceable. That thing is irreplaceable, and that thing resides on your inside. So you cannot be sidetracked. You see, some will say, oh, if they come, won't their glory overshadow my glory? Who cares about their glory? You have your own glory, and I'm telling you, your own glory is sufficient for you and you alone, and your glory shineth in the midst of other glories, and other glories cannot comprehend it. So take note. You cannot do it alone. you need other people in your team. In fact, you need your glory. You need other people's glory to shine brighter. Yes, when their glory combines with your own glory, look at the light that will flood your organization. So you cannot do it alone. You need to employ the power of a team. Some people will say, oh, if they come, I will not gain control again. Oh, they will antagonize me. If I say this point, they will... See, you need their wisdom. You need their opinion. See, you must learn to deal with maverick. Maverick are those people that are always against the normal way of doing things. When you are opportune to meet that kind of people, those people that are bold enough to tell you that this should be done and this shouldn't be done in a respectful way, you must be happy. In fact, you must thank God that you have such kind of people in your organization. So put aside false sense of leadership, false sense of control, and really gain control of your organization by inviting people that are knowledgeable, people that have what you don't have, to come and contribute their quota to the success of the organization. And that's one of the ways to actually gain real control over your organization, when you can work with other people successfully. And you know what Nicolo said, one of the ways you can actually evaluate the intelligence of a leader is to look at those workers, those that are around him. Learn to build a powerful team. Learn to build an ideal team. Learn to strengthen the power of your team so that you can get more done. Just like in my language, I used to say, Adani Kaje, Adani Kamu, Adani Kagbe no palo be eroko. It's not worth it. Why should you take the journey alone when you can invite others to come and work with you and enjoy the success journey together? So from today, put away the false sense of leadership, the false sense of control, the insecurity, put it away and begin to employ the power of a team. And now the third reason why leaders don't want to employ the power of a team is this: they are novice. They know nothing. They don't know about their vision. They don't know about their dream. They don't know that their vision is bigger than them. They don't know that their vision is bigger than what they can do alone. And that's one of the characteristics of a God-given vision. A God-given vision is bigger than the visionary. Another reason why leaders want to do things alone is because of their personality. They will say, oh, that's how I'm made. I'm made to do things alone. People cannot do it to my taste. People cannot do it to my satisfaction. No, I am the only one that can do it to my taste. I can only get satisfaction if I do it all by myself. Oh, you will soon die. You will soon crash. Why? You cannot do it alone. So you are, as a construction, you have a construction company, and then you are the CEO of the company. You are the manager of the company. You are the supervisor. You are the foreman. You are the laborer. You will soon crash. You will soon crash. So I don't care what your personality is. You have to change. You need to learn to employ the power of a team. Even if you think you are the only one that can do it to your satisfaction, how about training others to do what you can do? Even if they cannot do it to your own taste, but at least they can do it to the taste of every normal human being out there, that they will say, okay, at least this is to the desire satisfaction required on a minimum level. So you have to learn to train them. And see, many leaders will die before their time. They will die because they are trying to do too much. They are trying to do too much. You can't imagine. You can't be everything. You can't be everything. Some leaders will die of heart attack. They will die before their time. You will just see gray hair coming out within a short time. How old are you? I'm 50. Why? Because they are doing more than they can do. Instead of them employing the power of a team. And one of the characteristics of a good leader is when a leader is out of an organization, the organization should be able to run. Now, the question I want to ask you as a leader is, if you are taken out of that organization today, will it still continue to exist? When you are taken out of the organization, won't the organization die down? And those are the questions we need to ask ourselves. And those are the questions that leaders out there need to ask. If you are taken out of the picture, will the organization still continue to run perfectly? You know, as a leader, let's say you will travel out, you're meant to be at rest where you heard that I know things are in place back at home. No, Miles Monroe said 10 years after our organization started, I started hunting for who? For somebody that will take over after I'm gone. And I started training the person that now is late now. He said, but at when he was writing the book, when he was saying that, he said he can travel from one country to another and his mind is at rest. That I know things are in order back at home because he has trained people to take over from you. You can't continue like this. In fact, you can't continue like this. Your business will remain a local champion until you begin to train those that will help you, until you begin to train a powerful team, an unformidable team, a team that can never be defeated, a team that the strength of the organization can never be broken. So we need to rise up today as a leader and begin to train those that will take over from us. And that's how you know leaders that have the interest of the next generation at heart. So now this is the concluding part. Why should you take the journey alone when you can invite others with you? So start building a powerful team today.